Well, welcome everyone. We're so glad that you're all here with us here at eWomen Network and our E-Talk interview. So E-Talks is really about entrepreneurs talking and sharing about their business. And today we have with us Dr. Sharon Cohen. And Dr. Cohen, or Dr. Sharon, I should say, is a relationship and love consultant, which I love. We all love love,
Absolutely.
Right? As women, of course, we all love love. But share with us, I want to find out a little bit more about your love and relationship consulting and your business. Can you share with us a little bit about who you serve and how you support them?
Yeah, absolutely. I work with smart, capable, in-charge women who just want more fulfilling relationships. And I find that our true power comes when we stand still and that we don't need to try so hard. And so one of the foundational pieces is that I help women get aligned in their feminine essence and really grounded anchored in their masculine soul. And so I help them become more open and receptive and available to the masculine energy that's available to them in the world. And a second piece of that really is then learning new communication strategies that everybody can use better communication strategies. But what's unique about mine is that they're based more on that masculine and feminine energetics.
Well, you talked to me before too about a red, yellow, green. Can you share a little bit about that? Is that part of your process that you walk them through?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a yellow, red, green flag process that helps women to discern better who is not only a bad guy, but a good guy. And I think that's such an important piece that so many women miss. They're letting good men pass them by. And so often we are attracted to men who are like a 10 on our sexual energy scale. But I believe that those men who are a 10 are really often touching a wound inside of us.
Wow, so those bad boys that we all sort of go to sometimes, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you weren't always a love and relationship consultant. That always wasn't your expertise. So what led you into that area of expertise?
Well, it was really a personal experience. So I went and got my PhD in Texas at the University of Texas in social work, and I was having a fine time. I ended up not teaching, which is what I went there for, but ended up going back to work in psychiatric hospitals, and I had a great job. I had wonderful friends. I dated some nice men, but I turned 30, I turned 35, I turned 40, and suddenly I woke up and was like, what the hell? I don't have a man in my life. And I started thinking there's something wrong here, and I hadn't been intentional about finding a man. And so I ended up moving back to California for completely different reasons, and I went and saw a woman here in town. Her name's Dr. Pat Allen. If you don't know her, she's amazing. Look her up. And if you know her. And I started studying with her, and she turned my whole thinking around, and I took on her tools. I integrated them, and I ended up meeting and marrying the man who's now my husband. And that meeting him that night changed the trajectory of my life. Wow. And so I want to help other women have that same moment in their life, where they have that moment in time that changes the trajectory of their life. Because I went to bed last night after my husband came to me and just was giving me some support about this interview today. Right. And I was just filled with so much love for him, and I went to bed smiling and thinking about how blessed I am, and how you couldn't pay me $1 million or $2 million or $3 million to go back to where I was before I met him. Wow. And I think that's just the joy of my job is helping other women have that moment in their life where they can meet the man who will fulfill their dreams.
Well, I find a lot of entrepreneurs that I talk to that there is that moment where, and it normally is a personal thing where something happens and it changes your direction.
Yeah.
And allows you to take your expertise in a new light. So can you share with us maybe a client story, someone that maybe you've helped, that they've had that same kind of transformation in their life?
Yeah, absolutely. A woman called me, and she had been with her boyfriend for a few years, maybe 3 years, and he left her for another woman, and she was devastated. She was heartbroken and anxious and kind of still in communication with him, not only because she was chasing after him, but they both had kids, and the kids were friends. And so everything she was doing was pushing him away, just kind of further, was just not good. And so when she called me, I helped her to redirect her behaviors and kind of get her aligned with her, like centered in self. Mm-hmm. And that was just such an important thing for her to make that shift and change her behaviors. And I supported her in that until the point where she was able to magnetize him back, and he did come back to her. Oh, wow. And they're still together today, and which was so important, not only for her, but for those kids, because those kids had become attached, and they're a family. Which is amazing. And this has happened, this is not a unique story to her. I've had a number of clients where the man has left for another woman, and they've been able to magnetize the man back. And I love that.
And it's not a magic wand, it's just really a different way of communication. Right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
But you help direct them in the right way to communicate.
Yeah, it's key.
Fantastic.
It's key.
That's fantastic. So, how can we learn more? So if someone out here that's listening today, that's here with us, or someone that is watching this in the video replay, how can they get a hold of you? How can they learn more about what you do?
Yeah, well, so I have an audio that I'm offering. So if anybody wants to get that, it's about masculine and feminine behaviors that you may be using that might be pushing your man away. So if you want to receive that, then you can hand your business card into your table leader. Or if you're interested in learning more about going more deeply with me, then you can fold your business card in half. And I'm offering a complimentary consultation. For those that are in the replay, so if somebody's watching this after the live version is done and you have it posted, if you are interested in contacting Dr. Sharon, how can they do that? Yeah, so for that, then you can write me directly or make a comment in the below the video. Okay, so below the feed, you can go ahead and make a comment. If you're interested in the consult, make a comment, consult. If you are interested in getting the audio, make the comment audio or both. Or on my website. Or on her website. Yeah. And that website is? DrSharonCohen.com. Sharon, that's very easy. Well, thank you, Dr. Cohen. It is such a pleasure to meet you, Dr. Sharon. I really enjoyed talking to you. Thank you so much, Diane. It's been wonderful. Thanks for being here with eTalk.